Sup shooters, my name is Logan aka Spiderhands and welcome to SP Reviews, where today I'm going to be checking out a track from an artist named Chad Rubin titled Leave the Light On. So without further ado, we're going to switch over to here, we're going to listen to this. This guy's got a bit of a discography, doesn't he? Look at all these songs, he's been at it since 2012. Yeah, that's a good effort. We're going to listen to Leave the Light On and hear what we think. Oh, this is instantly pretty catchy, isn't it? Oh, the production's pretty on point.
Yeah, I'll break the news to myself. Some people around you, they're bad for your health. I can attest to.
I think that the drums are fascinating at the moment. They got a boom boom boom. Got a very kind of organic thud to them that I'm really vibing with at the moment.
All the doubt I felt inside, maybe it's pride.
Like they're an interesting mix with those kind of trappy sort of hi-hats, eh? I'm living for those. I'm living for their low bass.
Now I know
and the very subtle synth work. Oh, a bit of a filter on the percussion.
Get up, go on, turn that light on. Go on, get down. Get up, go on, turn that light on. The light it brings sound to your mind, it's all you'll see. It's all the confidence you'll need. Get up, go on.
All right. I've heard this chord progression before. I like it. Don't get me wrong. There's nothing wrong with it. I'm familiar with this chord progression. I see how he's written this chorus. Yeah, it's a very effective chord progression for choruses and hooks in this kind of music, and I think for a single it's thoroughly appropriate. You probably couldn't build an entire album on it, although I'm sure there have been artists who have tried to do that. But for like a first impression, I like that a lot.
Turn that light on.
I'm liking that drum kit. I know I keep talking about the drum kit and I haven't really addressed the vocalist yet, but I'm just kind of taking in the music, you know, I'm drinking it slowly.
There's an art to this life. Sometimes it's lonely. There's a craft to this life. Whatever it may be.
I think that bass line is continuing throughout the verse and the choruses, eh?
Was it me out there in the pouring rain? 4 a.m. just screaming my name? Was I fooling myself? From up there on that shelf, cause I'm lighting it up. I'm filling my cup with all the love around me, which has raised me up above all the hate, all the fear, all these little birdies chirping in my ear. When we took that trip in the pouring rain, to see that sunshine bright again. Said, babe.
I'm liking those little sort of vocal harmonies going on there. Like, in terms of the singer, he's obviously very skilled. He's got a very sort of solid technique, and he's also got his own sort of signature tonality here. It's like a very kind of, there's a weird sense of innocence to it.
Baby.
Now that was an interesting run then. There's like a chirpiness to it, and sort of a charisma, youthfulness to it.
Go on, get down. Get up, go on, turn that light on.
Like an energy that I sort of can respect and appreciate.
Let it bring sound to your mind, it's all you'll see. It's all the confidence you'll need. Get up, go on, turn that light on.
I'm just trying to figure out what this song's about though. Like, cause while I've been listening to the song, I haven't really got the full context yet.
Turn that light on. If the dark creeps in, would you let it win? Will you turn to ash, begin to sin? Lose the pride inside those hopeful eyes that spread light from within. As the
He's got a bit of a vocal range to him, doesn't he? Going down to those low notes. So is this talking about dealing with your demons and trying not to let the darkness come in and sort of like keep doing the best you can to sort of stay positive and all that? Is that the kind of vibe I'm getting from this?
Tell me, baby, do you bail or do you stay? Do you stay to fight the fight to keep the light burning through you for one more day? When the morning comes and you see the sun, tell me, baby, are you ready to make a run? Do you feel the sunshine on your face and say it's time to get out of this place? Get up, go on, turn that light.
Is it like, oh, is this more sort of talking about the relationship with this woman and saying, hey, look, I know that like right now things aren't so great, Are you gonna try and improve things, or are you just gonna stay in the dark for the rest of the time? Yeah?
Go on, get down, get up, go on, turn that light on. The light it brings sound to your mind, it's all you'll see, it's all the confidence you'll need. Get up,
Is it taking the leap to make changes?
go on, turn that light on. Turn that light on. Turn that light on. Turn that light on.
Turn that light on. Leave the light on. Like, it's a very peppy kind of track, isn't it? Like, there's a positivity to it. Like, there's sort of almost like a euphoria saying, man, life is fucking awesome. You know, you need to be positive about this. Don't let it get you down. Dude, you can do it. You can do anything you put your mind to. I may have completely misinterpreted it, though. I'm trying my best, okay? Trying my best. This is a new artist I haven't listened to before. This is Chad Rubin. Leave the light on. And I gotta be honest with you, I do think that this is a well-made track. It's, you know, when I have an artist like Chad Rubin, who's an experienced kind of musician, you know, 8 years under the belt by the look of it, you know, it's very difficult to find fault with it. So I mean, I think there's a lot of story told in this. There's a lot of context given. There's a lot to take in, despite the minimalism perhaps of some of the verse and chorus sections in terms of the music going on. But I think that is inherently interesting, and that comes with time as a producer where you can sort of experiment and find your own niche. And I think just like little things like the change of drum beat between the verses and the chorus, those are little things that come with time, you know? Knowing to have that variety to really signal differences in the stage of a piece. Obviously, I mean, it's very difficult to screw up a MIDI performance nowadays, like especially if you're using like sort of software synths or samplers or anything like that. I'm wondering how the chorus drums were done, whether they were recorded organically or not. I mean, I wouldn't put it past it. It's just so difficult to tell nowadays with the quality of the samples, whether they're like samples or whether it's someone actually playing the kit. It's tricky nowadays. But overall, it's incredibly well put together. I don't see why Chad Rubin wouldn't find success with this. I'm wondering like how this would fit into the context of an album or an EP or something like that, whether that's something that they're working towards, whether this is something that they would want to have as part of an album, or this is sort of maybe this is a song aimed at someone. You don't know. You don't know what people do, man. Sometimes, like I've written songs and I haven't wanted to be part of an album. Sometimes you just feel inspired and you put something out, and then like that's your kind of standalone track, and then you put the rest of the songs on an album, whatever, you know. To TLDR, I'm pretty stoked with what I've listened to today. I think Chad Rubin is going to continue to succeed. It'd just be cool to hear sort of more of his stuff in context. So I might have a listen through a few of other tracks to kind of get a better hang of who he is later in the day. But yeah, I don't think there's anything else. I think I've covered everything. So thank you very much for watching this review of Chad Rubin's Leave the Light On. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Stay cool, stay safe, and please check out Chad Rubin's various social medias and their Spotify, as they've got a lot of material on here and it looks fairly compelling. And I will catch you in the next review. All right. Please also remember to support your local musicians and artists at this point in time, as they need all the help more than ever with all the crazy stuff going on. Catch you next review. Spider hands out.